Hi my darlings, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this really beautiful look as a model, and not just that, I'm also going to be telling you how to become a professional model, how I'm doing it, and how you can do it for yourself as well. So with no further ado, let's jump right into the video. So hi my darlings, welcome again to the channel. My name is Purity. I'm pretty sure I already introduced that in the earlier video, but yeah, I went on to spray my face. I went on to spray my face with this hydrating spray. I'm using my sweat block next. I'm an oily skin girly and I always use a sweat block. So how did I start with the whole modeling thingy? Background story: when I was younger, I was not even, all those girls that you just really like in school because they're so girly, they speak so well, they dress well, they walk well and all of that. I wasn't one of them, right? I was more of a tomboy, not necessarily a tomboy per se, but I was very rugged. Let me use that word. I was very rugged. I wasn't calm at all. My voice was very loud. I used to play drum. My beret was always facing the front like a face cap, because then I even had alopecia, and then I did not like my face, I didn't like my hair being out. I was always on beret and all of that. So I never even thought modeling was something I was going to want to do in the future in any way. I honestly never thought of that, right? But along the way, life lived, and God being so kind, I took a different path in life, right? I started developing love for makeup. I think after school, or when I was in like SS3 or so, I really enjoyed doing makeup. And then when I graduated, I was always doing makeup, because the love for every other thing in my life started with makeup. Okay, I'm using my serum now, and I'm using the one from FBH. The love for every other beauty and lifestyle thing came for the love that I have for makeup. Okay, so I started doing makeup. I really just enjoyed doing makeup on myself. Before I got admission into school, I would be going to my mother's shop, and every day I go to the shop, I must apply makeup. And when you talk about makeup, then I'm not saying that I'm just going to apply lipstick and maybe do like eye pencil. No, I would apply foundation, brown powder, lipstick, do my mascara. Like, then if you know what full makeup is, then that is what I was doing then. So I was that serious with my makeup. And then I got admission. I was always begging people in school, let me shave your brows, let me do your makeup for free. I was watching makeup tutorials, and that is where the love for every other beauty thing came in, because it was a process, right? I'm trying to give you guys the background story. Everything that becomes successful starts from the love of it, right? Not necessarily because I love to model, but necessarily because there is something that I have inside of me, because I know that I want to legitimately make money from a good source. There's a pattern to it, right? Since I'm into beauty, I can still do modeling, right? If I'm into modeling, I can still create content, right? Because I'm editing this thing, so why not? So they are both intertwined, or they are all intertwined, right? So it came from somewhere inside. I don't know if that makes sense. My moisturizer, and I'm using this one from Simple. I graduated, because everything started when I graduated. I wasn't modeling in school. I wasn't even thinking of modeling in school. Even when I graduated, I still wasn't figuring life as much, because I went for internship, I went for service, and then I came back. Because for service, I went out of Abuja. I was in Calabar. Then when I came back, I think that was where everything took a turn, right? So as you all know, if you don't know, I studied nursing. I have my nursing license. I also have for midwifery, so I have nursing and midwifery license, but I'm not practicing currently. When I came back, I started looking for a job in the hospital, because I wanted to work. That is what every regular person that have graduated from particular course wants to do. You want to work in your field, right? But it wasn't easy. I wasn't really getting what I wanted, and finally I got a job at Life Camp here in Abuja. But the distance from where I stay was a lot, and sometimes I wake up by 5 a.m. and by 8 a.m. I wasn't even at work already, because it was really a lot of things happened. But then that job was gone. Immediately after that, I think I fell sick and I got admitted in the hospital. So after that admission, I was still looking for a job, actively looking for a job. But then I told myself, instead of me just looking for this job, should I also do something else? Should I get a studio? Should I just hold on? Because to be honest, even the pay in that hospital then wasn't good. The payment was meant to be 120,000 for 1 month. And if you move transportation, to be honest, you're getting nothing much after 1 month. The idea really was that even if I am working, I am still going to be doing content creation. But we all know that I wouldn't have as much time. There are a lot of things I won't have time for. Maybe having clients for my makeup, right? Or maybe clients is calling me and I'm at work. So all of that. So I was thinking, should I just hold on nothing and just focus on every other thing that I love? That was the question. And I think that was what happened. I decided to find a studio for myself. And when I took a studio, I wasn't renting one just for me. I was looking for a shared space, maybe a salon that needed a makeup artist or something like that. If I keep talking like this, I don't even know when I'm going to finish this makeup. I'm using my primer. I'm using this one from Mismetic. This is the Aqua Grip. Yeah, I wasn't even looking for a studio for myself because I know that was going to be a lot of money. And to be honest, to be very, very honest, I did not have money at that time. I really did not have money at that time because I want to really break this thing. I just don't want to tell you just start. You need money for a couple of things because, yeah, you need money for a couple of things. And we're going to still express that in this video. I got a studio finally in a salon very close to where I stay, and I was really excited about that. And then I was really paying nothing much. I paid for 6 months. I think it was 100,000 for 6 months, so it was a good deal. And then that was right after my birthday, because if it was me at that time, to remove 100,000 from my account will shake me, because if I remove 100,000, I might not really have anything more to spare. So I was aiming for after my birthday to be able to get to those hi happy birthday money and all of that. So immediately after my birthday, I got what I wanted, and immediately I paid for that space. I was able to have my Ryan X216. I was able to get my makeup chair. So what I did was, everything I got for my birthday and all the money I had, literally, I just added up everything. That was what I did. I gave myself a birthday gift by investing in my craft, right? That was what I did for myself. I did not, for my birthday, there was nothing I got for myself, no extra. I don't think there was any extra thing. I cannot remember, but except investing in my craft. And that was like the best birthday gift for me, to be honest. I was really excited. I was so happy, right? And that was supposed to last for 6 months. Now, in that period of me getting my store, I wasn't just relaxed. If I have a makeup artist tell me, Purity, okay, will you come to my studio to come do this? I will go. I was still trying to get money, because one thing I've noticed about myself, and one thing I would advise every young person to do, is that you see the spirit of laziness, pray against it, right? Tell God that you do not want to be lazy at all, because one thing that is going to hold your success down is laziness. Except you don't want to be successful for yourself, except you're okay depending on your parents' money, your partner's money, or any other person that is giving you money. If you're okay with that, you can just go on to do whatever you want to do, right? But if not, if you are not okay with that, then tell God, remove the spirit of laziness, and not just the spirit of laziness, but also give you the spirit. I think I'll clean that later. Let's just do that. But also to give you the spirit of an entrepreneur, because I understand that not everybody want to open a business. Some people might be comfortable just working for a hospital. Some people might say, okay, they want to just keep on looking for a hospital and they are comfortable with the payment, right? But I would say that even if you are not an entrepreneur, you have to get to that point where you have to invest your money. If you don't want to work for you don't want to be an entrepreneur by yourself, then invest your money in someone or something that would be paying you the money aside your regular monthly payments. That is something I would advise everybody, okay? So that's why God has really helped me so much to remove that spirit of laziness from my life. And I also have the spirit of an entrepreneur. Like, this is something that I am so grateful to God for. I know someone asked me on WhatsApp the other day, Purity, how many businesses do you have? It's so funny. And how God used to help me to manage all of them is just mind-blowing. And I think that's also a personality thing. Yeah, because I noticed that, or I recently noticed that I am a choleric phlegmatic. That has the kind of personality that I have has also pushed me to just want to do a lot for myself. I was listening to Pastor Kingsley one time. Sorry for deriving, we'll come back. And then he was talking about personalities. Your temperament. So he was talking about temperament. I think that was the day I decided to know my own temperament. So I will tell you the name of that sermon was University. So you should listen to that and just try to know your temperament. Because when you know your temperament, you know your strengths, you know your weaknesses, then you're able to focus on your strengths and work on your weaknesses. Okay, because it just makes life easier for you. Because some people, they don't want to do anything. Some people love their space being overly clean. So you want to know what your temperament is, and then you want to work on that, right? let's go back to my story. When I got that place, I was also doing other things for people. If you want my services, call me. I will go to your studio. I did not mind and all of that. And after a while, long story cut short, I got my own space. After 6 months, I decided to get my space. And now I also want to say this, everything I am doing by the grace of God, they're always coming in like a strategic time in my life. After that 6 months of me staying in the space I got, right, the rented shared apartment I got, it was in December I was getting the new space. Now, in that December, we all know that December things are going to come, but it differs for you, because for me, I know that in my birthday, I'm going to get birthday love and I'm going to get birthday money. In December, I also know I'm going to get birthday love and I'm going to get birthday money. So these two times in the year are times that I get extra cash without really working for it. Even though other times in the year there can be cashes here and there, but like you get really tangible money without really working for it. So in December, I knew that it was going to be a perfect, even though that wasn't really my focus at first, but it happened by the help of God, because that wasn't even my focus, to be honest. So let's not forget what the idea of this video is, right? I'm just teaching you how to do your makeup as a model, because to be honest, if you're a model or you know how to do your makeup, you get extra cash, one, and then you get some jobs that some models will not get because they don't know how to do their makeup. Okay, so I've applied foundation and I used this one from V Beauty. I mixed these two foundation. All the names of products I use will be in the description box, and I also added this one from Madame Glow. When I got the first space, the one that I shared, I knew that okay, I wanted to get it after my birthday because I knew that I was going to have money, so that one was already noted. Then the second one, it wasn't really planned, but I know I was looking for a space to rent of my own. But when I just got that, it was in November ending, entering December, or December beginning thereabout. So when I got it, I was just so grateful that it was in December. Although I knew I wanted to leave that former space, but I did not know if I wanted to still rent a space with somebody or if I wanted to just get my own space. It would have been lovely to get my own space, right? But I wasn't sure, okay, because I did not know if I have the money. It was going to be a lot of money to get a space, rent a space, renovate, and also like get things in the space. But if you're renting with somebody, they already have the shop, you're just coming to rent a space. So most times they have a cupboard there for you, they have a chair, so you're just coming with your materials. So after applying foundation, I'll be using my blush. I don't think I want to use contour for this process because first off, I'm actually going for a modeling gig right now, and second off, I don't want to be late. Yeah, I don't want to be late, so I want to film this and still meet up just in time. So just blush on my cheekbone. So I got a space and then life became better, a lot better. So that is just the background story of me, my life, and everything that has been happening lately. So the first thing we've mentioned here is my background, but I think what you should get from here is that have the mindset of, number one, you want to be an achiever. Number two, you're going to start something and have it in mind that you would get it, right? Once you start having the mindset that you are not sure, even though you're not so sure, start and believe that you will get it. So the thing you should take out here is that you have to start from somewhere, okay? But this is where I started from. This is my journey. I did not just start as a model. I started as a makeup artist and then every other thing followed, because I want to properly tell you guys my story. The next thing I applied was concealer, and I used the one from LA Girl Pro Concealer. The next thing I did is that I followed page, right? If you're in Abuja, follow these two pages. It's called Women in Abuja. It's called Abuja Women in Business, I believe. I'm going to just leave the names. Why are you crying? I followed pages, and on that page is that they always drop things. They always say, okay, I'm looking for a model that come help model my ready to wear. I want this and I want that. That was where I got my first gig as a clothes model. But let me rewind that a bit. Now, before that, because I also model for a brand called SeeAbuja, right? Before that, I follow a brand called SeeAbuja. You should follow them too. They post everything about Abuja. They also have for Lagos. SeeAbuja, they have See Lagos. They post everything happening. Literally everything you want in Abuja. You want a clothes where you can buy clothes, where you can buy your phone cases, restaurants, name it. They have posted about it, trust me. On their story one day, they posted that they are looking for models, male and female, and I did not see that story myself. That's why you have to have really lovely people in your life. I did not see that story myself. My elder sister sent that to me because she know the kind of things I do, right? Aside doing a makeup, being a makeup artist. I create content. I do get ready with me and all of that. So once she sent that to me, immediately I replied to the story and said I was interested, because all you had to do was just show interest. Few hours after that, they responded to me, and that was how I got the gig. I became a model for SeeAbuja. And what do we do? If we're going for restaurants, we're going for maybe to showcase something about a business that sells shoes, that sells clothes, that does hair, a salon. And because they have lots of models, right? They can just reach out to you and be like, are you available for today? Are you available for tomorrow? This is what we are doing. This is what you should wear. And that is that. And that was like the first official model job I got. So that was how I became a model for SeeAbuja, and that was how my official modeling career started. Let me put it that way. So going back to following those pages like Women in Abuja and so on, I started following those pages, and one day I saw on the page someone saying, I am looking for a model to come model my ready to wear brand, and this is what I pay, and this is what I want to pay. So when you look at it, you just know, is this what I want to take, or is this not what I want to take? If they'll tell you this is what I am paying, you just know if you want to go for that gig or you don't want to go for the gig. So that was the second modeling gig I officially got, and I kept modeling for that lady every time she brings in new items. So now I model for not just clothes brand, I model for like every other thing as well. Why I would say every other thing as well is that as I follow SeeAbuja, I have modeled for other things aside clothes. I've modeled for jewelries, for shoes, restaurants, and so on and so forth, right? And that is just helping build my portfolio. So I like to add a lighter concealer after adding like the regular concealer, because I like my under eye to be bright, right? It just brings in that extra prettiness, especially when you're shooting for all these brands. It just brings out that extra prettiness on your face. Okay, so let me allow this dry a bit while I talk to you guys. And another thing I'll advise you is that you have to make sure that your Instagram page is good, because for that other clothes brand that I reached out to for Women in Abuja page, when I reached out to them, they asked of my page and they went to look at my page, because then they want to see you, they want to see what you are doing. Even though you don't really have ones that you're modeled for, at least you don't want to see that, okay, this girl is okay, she dressed well, she does well, her face is looking nice, okay, she's on point. I'm not saying that you will be the most beautiful girl in the world, no. Just be organized. Your page should be organized. You should know that you're doing something for yourself. Not that you go to a page and then we are seeing flowers and dogs and elephants and the rest of them, and they cannot even see you and you want to be a model. Okay, right? Because as well as this brand that I mentioned, that every other brand that you're going to be reaching out to, and they would also want to see your page. Now it will get to a point where you can now start reaching out to other brands to say, okay, hi, my name is Purity, I'm a model and I do this, I'm a clothes model. Because if it's clothes you want to focus on, you can start reaching out to these people and telling them that you are a clothes model, you want to model for your brand, or blah blah blah. It just depends on how you want to do it. You can ask ChatGPT to give you a good template to send to brands. But personally, I do not necessarily reach out to brands because I have every other thing I'm doing, so I don't focus only on modeling. If I start sending brands mail, I might not have time to do every other thing, so I just allow people to reach out to me. That is what I do. So it depends on what you want. Okay, another thing I'll also advise you is that you create a rate card. I take everything in my life so seriously that immediately after my first gig, I created, even when no brand has asked me, or when another brand has not asked me what is your rate card, I created a rate card because I knew that another brand is going to ask me sooner or later. So those things were already ready for me. I'm just using my setting powder. I'm using this one from Iraq and I'm using it to set my highlighter. So I created a rate card because I knew that I'm going to have other gigs in the future, and I cannot start telling you that anything you have, give me, I'm fine with it. No, I wanted you to know that I am a professional. And that's why it's always good to learn how to do these basic things yourself. Learn how to use Canva, learn how to use CapCut, learn how to do basic edits. So you just do these things yourself. All my rate card I create myself. You don't have to start giving somebody or paying somebody to create them for you. Okay, if you take any points here, I would say that if you want to start, make sure that you have a good page. Make sure you're posting those really simple outfits you have already on your page. If you like that, or post something beautiful. Okay, don't just post flowers and dogs and all of that and leave your page like that. Make sure that you're representing on your page already. Another thing I'll tell you is that you will learn on the job. Okay, don't be scared. You will learn on the job. The first time I modeled for that lady, I went back to watch the video when she posted, and I'm like, oh, I don't like the way I walked. Because I've never been that girl that can't walk, or that girl that give you like a very big smile and all of that. I wasn't. I watched the video, I'm like, oh my god, I hope she likes this video. I hope this. I'm using another setting powder. It's going to be on the description. I hope she likes this. I hope this is nice. I hope I do not smile too much. I hope I do not do this too much. So even when you watch that awkward video, my advice is that you keep learning. My advice is that you keep learning. My advice again is that you keep learning, keep improving your skills. And I will also say that please make researches on brand that want to work with little content creators, brand that want to work with you, brand you can work for. You can work for people for free. You must not even collect money at first because you're trying to start. Keep up. Search for, even though you're not in Abuja, search for something like the one I mentioned, like women in Lagos, women in Ibadan, women in Imo State, women in Anambra, something like that. So you can always see updates in your location. So do not just stay on your bed or stay by yourself and say nothing is happening. Okay, I went offline to do my brows. So next I'm going to do my eyeshadow. I'm just using my powder palette from the Beauty powder palette. So remember we're talking about how to be a model, why I teach you how to do a very simple makeup as a model, okay? Because like I mentioned, I'm going to model for SeeAbuja right now. I'll tell you for a fact, right? Especially if you're not working with an agency, you're working for yourself, like me. You're working by yourself, you're a commercial makeup, you're a commercial model. Learn to do your makeup by yourself. It's going to fetch you more money, number one, and also job that the model that do not know how to do her own makeup will lose. You that know how to do your makeup will get it. Your fee or your rate card is just for your modeling. But if you are doing your makeup yourself, because maybe they went to your brother, be like, oh, okay, maybe you have a makeup tutorial, someone like me, and then you can do your makeup yourself, and they're like, come with your makeup done. That's how they'll just say, come with your makeup done. Then you tell them that if I'm doing my makeup myself, they attract an extra fee. Trust me, they're going to pay. They're going to pay the extra fee because most times the extra fee is less than what the makeup artist will charge. Not most times, all the times. Because what I charge for my makeup, what I charge to do a client's makeup is not what I even put as extra fee. It's always a privilege to do your makeup yourself, and especially when you know you can do your makeup well. You do a very clean makeup. Another thing I would advise you to learn to do, learn to edit, okay? Because in my rate card, if I'm coming to be your model and you're going to film me and edit yourself, there's an amount for it. If you're going to send me clothes and I film myself and I edit for you and I send you the video, there's also an amount for it. That is because I know how to edit. I know how to edit well by God's grace, okay? So learn to edit, learn to do your makeup, and learn to post or really have good things happening in your page about yourself. Okay, I'm going on to line my eyes, and I'm using my eyeliner from Tehila. I also went on to fix my lashes off camera. What I'm trying to say is that it starts from somewhere. Start what you know you want to do, and from there you would grow. And this will just lead me to telling you that don't make modeling your only source of income. Don't say that because I want to be a model, that is the only thing I would be doing. No, you can be a model and still be doing your drop shipping, right? That drop shipping that you are doing to get little money, you can still be doing that as a model that you are. Okay, you can be a model and you are still a makeup artist like I am. You can be a model and you are still a mobile videographer, because guys, I do a lot of things, to be honest. You can be a model and you can even still be having your 9 to 5, running your 9 to 5, guys, if you can. Just depends on what you can do. But to be very honest with you guys, and to just break it down as much as you can. I don't think you will just start once and just get where you want to immediately. You grow to it, and it's a process with all of that. Okay, so while in that process, with doing every other thing you are doing, keep up with other sources of income so your pocket will not be dry. Okay, because I have every other thing I'm doing aside this. This is something that comes in like an extra cash here and there, right? So it is not my only source of income. So I'm going to be lining my lips with this brown eyeliner. Once you're doing every other thing you're doing, you can also save up and upgrade your gadgets. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I changed my phone. It's not the phone I'm using, and I really wanted a phone that has the cinematic mode that will blur my background, because I really like it. And I was able to purchase a new phone. To be honest, this came not just from modeling, it came from every other thing that I am doing. Okay, so yes, save up, get new gadgets if you want. Now there is light currently, but I'm not even using my ring light. I'm just using that mini influencer light on this video only because I was able to afford it, right? And how do I got this one from AliExpress with the money I got on YouTube. Okay, so that is what other streams of income will do for you. It will help you grow, it will help you glow. When brands are looking at your page, they're like, I would like to work with this girl. I really love what she's doing. Her videos are clean, her edits are clean, her makeup are clean. She's a clean girl, she has a clean girl aesthetic, and that is what you want for your brand. I'm using my nude lipstick from Elsa Pro. Learn to prioritize. I don't know if that's a word, but learn to place everything where they should be. Because I'm talking about having multiple sources of income. I'm talking about doing this and doing that. You need time to do all of that. So you need to learn how to prioritize these things. Because being a model, editing for yourself, for YouTube, for Instagram, all of that, being a makeup artist is not easy. It's time consuming, and still being able to rest and rest well is not easy. So be able to prioritize all these things. Know when to do this one, know when to rest, know when to do that one, and also reduce how much you consume social media. Because I've noticed that lately I don't consume social media as much. It has given me more time to be able to do what I want to do and still have time to rest. Because from 10 minutes you're trying to just go through social media, you're spending 30 minutes there and 1 hour. Now, I still go through social media, but then I caution myself when I'm getting too deep, when I know that I have things to do and I'm just on social media going round and round and round. Learn to prioritize the things that are important first, right? Still have time to chill, rest, go through social media, just enjoy yourself and all of that, please, because it is still needed. But do the work first, okay? Do the work first. Create time for the work. I'm also going to use this lip gloss from Ezekiel to line my lips. I'm almost late, so I really want to be fast. I'm going to add a little bit of inner glow. I'm using this one from Soap Pro. So I'm going to spray my face first with my Kiss Beauty spray, and then with my locking spray from Beauty. Last point, which is literally my favorite and the most important, is to pray. Not just for yourself, but also to pray for the clients you're working for. Pray that the videos you create for them, the videos the clothes you're modeling for them, right? Their brand is going to grow, because when they grow, they call you more. When they sell fast, they call you more, right? More clients means more job for you. So you pray for them as well. And please pray for yourself. Pray for favor. There is something called favor. I've gotten job by going out for one modeling job and then getting another one. And oh my love, that was one of the sweetest job I have gotten so far, to be honest. Literally, as a model, one of the sweetest I have gotten so far. Right? Pray for favor, and also pray to God to help you. There are sometimes that I go to the mirror and practice, like I mentioned that earlier, I go to the mirror and I'm like, I don't really like my smile. I should smile like this. I should walk like this. Pray to the Holy Spirit to teach you. Pray, learn, keep learning, keep improving yourself. Don't be comfortable at where you are. Always want to do better for yourself. Always want to do better for the people you are working with. Give them your best. Give them your all. Really do all of that, and trust me, time is just the only thing that will tell. You will do just fine. You will do absolutely fine. Focus on every other thing you're focusing on. Do those other things you're doing and do them well. Right? Don't just put in your egg in one basket and start doing those ones and leave every other thing not to function well. Do the one you're doing, everything you're doing, make sure that you're trying to do them as well as the other ones, right? One and all should be fine. You should be a master of all. Improve yourself in all areas. This is literally everything I have in my mind and everything I wrote in my notes. If there is any question you have, leave that for me in the comment section, and I will do well to give you a proper reply. So like that is, we've come to the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I hope I was able to say something that meant something to you. And until next time, that I will see you doing so well for yourself. Yeah, so next time, because next time you must have improved in any way at all. You must have done something better for yourself, okay? So till next time, I love you. Stay happy, stay blessed, and stay safe. Bye, darlings.